be like, man, where that old Bun B at? Where that hard Bun B at? Alright, nigga. Hey, how are you? Hi. What's your name? It's so cool to meet you, man. Thank you guys. Got to get here in time to catch you. Yeah, what song you want to hear?
I don't know. UAB.
Come what's up with them here? What's up here with them folks? Gonna be a lady for the day and how it goes. We try to get chose. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man, I'm so glad I got to meet you, Kitty. This was so trill, man. Yo, he just blew my days. He told me God was going to show me something. Brandon told me earlier God was going to blow my mind today. Yo, he just blew my mind. Somebody take a picture with me and this young baller.
Look at the mama. Say UGK.
UGK.
Cute. Look over here, buddy.
G.
Pimp tight.
Pimp tight.
Yeah. Cause he practiced what he be preaching from the pulpit. Ready to square up, but on the cool, I got a fool.
Sitting home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Chopping blades. Bun B in the building. Thank you for coming by.
I'm happy to come by, man. Talk to the city, let them know we in the city. We're gonna be in the house tonight at Trees and just having a good time.
Man, well, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm fine, because I was not worried about you, but I've been following you. You have taken Hurricane Harvey on your shoulders. It affected your hometown, your city, your people, and you could read that on your face. And I remember hearing you on In the Morning with Sway, and it was almost like you had a gig in LA, California, and it was almost like you didn't want to go.
No, I mean, we had already turned down one show before that, and then, but I was like, well, we can't keep doing that. You're right, that's not going to work, because everybody else got to go to work.
Right.
Right, but like the first show, we were literally in Port Arthur. We just got on the ground, and I didn't feel comfortable leaving because there was no structure. You know what I'm saying? Red Cross hadn't got there. FEMA was still, they were still probably just getting on the ground in Corpus Christi. So we just felt obligated to where, like, I can't leave until I know we have a system set up and people who can do this when I leave. You know, so it was just about getting with a couple of classmates who were dealing with their own things, but, you know, knew that other people had it a lot worse than them. So once we had the system set up and, you know, had everything kind of set up for, you know, things being brought in, things being distributed through the community, people kind of driving through to pick up stuff, then I felt, okay, now I can kind of go. But I did still felt bad about just leaving my hometown in general, like not wanting to not be there, period, with them emotionally. I know that, you know, for a lot of people, it meant something for me to be there physically. You know, obviously my heart was there.
You could look and see. You could look and see on your face and in your body, your energy. I'm not even going to say, your energy.
People knew that, like I said, they knew Red Cross wasn't there, and they knew people wasn't coming. And if we didn't come, people like me and Steven Jackson and the Babino brothers and Landon and Danny and all these guys, if we didn't kind of get together and do something, like we're the guys that give out turkeys in the holidays. We're the ones that throw the free parties in the park. We're the ones that do that for our hometown of PAT. So when the good things happen to them, they come from us. When bad things happen, they expect us to help. We do Easter egg hunts. We do all that stuff in that community. Right. So we had to do that too. And
we were speaking earlier about you and Scooter Braun had the telethon September 12th. Mm-hmm. I had surgery that day, liposuction. Me and UGK wifey was me and UGK wifey was just, I had to look at her eyes as I had liposuction that day. I'm sorry, but I tried to call in.
Life is life.
Life is life. But we did everything we could, and we still. But the thing about it is, I'm glad you're here because we need to know it doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't stop. I mean, we still have. Pallets of stuff on the ground. I still have trucks coming in every day, every other day, coming from different places, parts of the city, parts of the state, parts of the country. And we're just trying to, keep a system going until these other organizations do what they're supposed to do. Because they still are a community, whether Red Cross or FEMA comes in and do what they got to do or not. These are still our people. They broke bread with us. They supported us. They got us to where we are in life. And we're not just going to sit back and on a comfy sofa and be like, oh, well. you know.
A person listening right now, what is their first step? What can they do? Because we were discussing earlier the initiative you and Scooter Brown put together. That's closed today.
Yeah, we're supposed to be closing that today.
And you raised technically how much money?
Well, I talked. That was this week. Earlier this week, that was 55. Wednesday was 55 million, I think.
55 million.
So it might be a little over that by now.
And you were saying earlier you had to close it in order to distribute it.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of this stuff. We can't start giving money out until we account for all the money that we have in, because people will pledge, but they don't always. All those pledges always don't go through. So you got to know. There's a difference between how much money people pledge and how much money you actually get.
Oh, wow.
So we have to get a full, because people are calling and say, yeah, I want to pledge or whatever, and say, I'm pledging $100. Let me talk to Oprah, and then
God, that's what I did.
and then go back and cancel the.
That's what I did. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I owe Bun B $100 when he leaves. Oh my $100.
And then there's the process of getting contractual agreements between the charities that you're giving the money to. Because we don't just give people money, there has to be an accounting for every organization and a process to account for that money. So there's contracts that they got to sign, these particular organizations, just to get money from this fund. And then of course they go and look at the companies in real time.
Right,
and see
yeah,
what they're doing. When people say they're on the ground, they're just not going to give money and assume they're on the ground.
Because they're crooks everywhere.
Yeah,
they're crooks everywhere. They come in like thieves in the night. Now, we got together. Did you hear about the song where a lot of DFW artists and Houston artists got together? Zero, Paul Wall, Slim Thug, Duro. It's called Texas Together.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to lay anything to it. I heard about it, but I was ripping and running.
I know you were Bun.
You get in the studio and make it
Bun,
happen.
yeah,
But I think it's a beautiful thing that everybody came together.
Yeah.
Because if you're a sports fan, there's a perception of how Houston and Dallas get along. You know what I'm saying?
It's a rivalry a bit.
Some would say friendly, some would not. You know
the
what I'm
ones
saying?
that ain't eating.
Football, baseball might be a little friendly, basketball might be a little friendly, but football is
football.
not friendly.
What about the rappers though? What do you think about the rappers?
No,
it was always a camaraderie?
Because when we see each other out of town, it's Texas. So if I'm in, LA or Miami or Atlanta, so when I see Duro or somebody like that, then it's Texas, and we all kind of link together.
Yeah.
And all the Texas rappers are kind of run together, like like the BT Hip Hop Awards will be coming up in a couple of weeks. So when we go out there, all the Texas dudes all see each other, and we'll kind of link up and holler and kick it like that in the club. Because the Florida dudes gonna have their little section.
Right. Yeah.
So Texas, we'll have our little section too. But we all kick it together. It's not separated like that. It's just you see familiar faces, and we don't get to see each other all the time because we don't live in the same cities, but we rep the same state. When whether you live in Dallas or Houston, once you leave the state of Texas, there's no differentiation. You're a Texan. And we have fun. Everybody making money, so ain't nobody tripping.
Okay, except for me. Let's go into that joint right now, DJ Scrappy, Texas Together, and we'll be back with Bun B. It's 97.9 The Beat, DFW hip hop station, and home of the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I want to let y'all know the proceeds from this song. If you order this song on iTunes, go to thebeatdfw.com. The proceeds from this song, all of the proceeds go to help the hurricane victims of Harvey, Irma, all of it. So you buy the song for $1.29 and you are helping out. Little do you know. And every little bit helps, right, Bun?
No, everything helps. We don't really care. We're not differentiating when it comes to help. First of all, every one of those boxes I feel like comes with love. So you don't turn love down from people. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't think you need it today or can't find a use for it today, if God puts something in your hands, you just hold it until God tells you where to put it.
Right. And
we eventually find places for it. So, we try not to stress out about it. We have days where we'll load up and they'll tell us we need to go to this neighborhood, and they'll be like, no, we okay, take it to somebody that might need it more than us.
That's love.
And then we get calls again every day from people like, yo, this person needs this, these people need that, if y'all can help. So they blowing me up, they blowing my wife up, they blowing Trey, Mr. Rogers, all these people up. So we just try to answer the call the best we can. I mean, Rogers passed out.
You definitely showed us another side of Bun B. And I know, and I that's like 3 different sides, because you're a professor now.
Yeah.
And you still whoop ass. Yeah. Like we saw it on Instagram.
We're trying not to catch a case at the same time.
Yeah, we don't want you to. But
even if you do catch a case, you got to show you was trying to be as political as possible about the situation.
It wasn't a hate crime.
Because the whole time it was police around. That's why he even got as loud and crazy as he did. But We're not worried about it. We'll have a good time in
Yeah,
Dallas.
yeah. I'm just happy that you're having a good. But before I go, Bun, I want to celebrate you and your wife. I mean,
She won't mind that at all.
no, but listen. Out of all these things you hear all the time about, he and her, and I'm not even gonna call names because I know you're a respectable guy and you don't get into that like news gossip type of thing. But I want to celebrate you and UGK wifey #1. I've known y'all for.
Celebrate her because she has to put up with my mess.
I've known y'all for a long time.
But I'm pretty moody. I'm not the easiest person to get along
Who's
with.
not moody though? Who's not moody? I'm on my period. You can't even talk to me.
We're not gonna have this conversation. I'm not gonna talk to you now.
But I just want to say, thank you for being the epitome of what love is. For when kids can look at y'all and see how, and it ain't all good, but it's more good
It ain't
than
all
more.
good, but it's all God.
But it's all. Oh, that's a T-shirt. That's
Trademark.
a T-shirt. My T-shirt. My T-shirt. Oh hell no.
I called this
Oh hell
first.
no. We got to go
got to
now.
move
Oh
quicker than
hell
that.
no. That's some bullshit. All right, y'all say something to me.
Ian Dillon is going to call
Thank you
CPS.
so much.
Thanks, that was fun.
Quinn, you had fun?
Yeah, we are now.
Hey!
Going down. That's my Trill homie right there, man. I just met the Trillest cat in Texas. That's why.
In any kind of way, and I'm going bad.